Right now, I have one of our favorite people to talk to. You're welcome, Miss Caitlin Glass.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. It's going great.
How's Chicago been treating you so far?
So far, so good, because it is not cold outside like I thought it was going to be.
And you want to know, usually in years past, it's always cold.
Cold. It was snowing last
cold.
year. The first
Yeah.
I got here, it snowed.
If it either snows or it rains.
Yeah, so it's
It's beautiful
It's
outside.
lovely.
So
I
cross
need
our fingers.
sunscreen.
Keep my skin nice and pale white.
Yes.
Which don't know why I live in Vegas, but I'm still pasty white.
It's all right.
It
I live in
works.
Texas, and I'm still white, too.
That works. Because that means that when we're 60, our skin's going to look amazing.
Duh. That's what I'm shooting for.
Same here. Same here. Now, what projects have you been working on so far in 2009?
2009, I have been working on Gunslinger Girl Season 2.
Okay.
Worked on a little bit. Is that true? Did I do that? Was that this year, or was that like at Christmas? Wow, it's all a blur. What month is this? May? Yeah, I did a little Gunslinger. Okay, that's what I did. Sorry, I gotta get everything straight. Yeah, Gunslinger Girl Season 2, we finished on that. The OVAs of it. And then I worked on some One Piece.
Okay.
I've been away from One Piece for a while.
Yeah.
But those are things I was directing. I'm also in Gunslinger, so I was acted in it also. But I got to sit in the directing seat again on One Piece, and it'd been over a year since I'd done that. So
Really?
I loved it. I love working on that show. And then I'm working on something now that I cannot disclose.
Always. It's an ongoing project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So maybe next time I can tell you what it is.
I'll take you up on that. Now, how much you've been enjoying directing and voicing in or on high school?
I miss it. It was my favorite thing, so it's hard to get work that compares to it. But what I'm working on now is quite different from everything else that I've done. So there's at least that challenge. You know, it's not Oron, but nothing ever will be, right? So I look forward to getting to play other roles now that are like Haruhi, though. Now that people know I can do that sort of boyish, lower voice, I'm hoping that people think of me more for parts like that. So there's that to look forward to, at least.
That's good. When you work on the new dub for One Piece, what challenges are brought to the table with such a long-running series?
I'd say we just wrapped the arc, the Alabasta arc, with Vivi, the character that I play. And the hardest thing for me about a show of that length, as you may know, this kind of episodic, long, drawn-out arcs, sometimes a moment in time that's really only supposed to be maybe 10 minutes or less in real time, can span 4 or 5 episodes. And so trying to maintain the type of emotion that is involved in things like, if we don't find this guy, my city is going to explode, like that type of intensity, when really I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been working, it's been about to explode now for the last week that I've been in the studio. Yeah, so trying to keep it fresh. And then also because I know how the arc ends, because we filmed the movie a couple of Octobers ago.
Right.
So I already knew from start to finish how it ends up.
Right.
So there's the added challenge. There are things that were cut from the movie that are in the actual, series. So I'm like, oh, this moment never happened before. Okay, cool, something new. So trying to wrap my brain. Yeah, exactly. So that's the hardest part about it.
Now, let me see. How much did you enjoy all the unique characters and the storyline in Negama?
I loved it. I wish I could have been. I am very blessed to play 2 characters that I love that are complete opposites of one another. And it's actually more like 3 characters, because I get to be Chachamaru, who's a robot with a British accent. Love it. And then I get to play Chisame, who's just cynical and hates the world and hates life. But she has an alter ego, her internet idol personality, which is the opposite of her also. So super bubbly anime girl, and then her cynical real self, and this British robot. So I love getting to be all 3 of those things in one session. We're used to going, over here I'm going to play Vivi, and then I'm going to leave, and in a few hours I'll go play Haruhi, and in a few hours I'll go do whatever. But going into do Negama, it's like I'm going to be all 3 of these extremes in one session is really fun. And, the show's about chupacabras. They chase around chupacabras the whole time. It seems. It's about more than that, but all I really remember are chupacabras. And getting to say that, and bathing suits. Bathing suits and panty shots and chupacabras. What more do you need, really?
I don't know.
Yeah, every anime should have those 3 things.
Chupacabras, panties, and swimsuits.
Yeah.
Now, do you also enjoy your role in Shuffle, and what did you think of the series?
I thought it was a very interesting show. From the beginning, I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to like it because it's a harem show. It's just really not my thing. And I'm like, why are her boobs torpedo-shaped? And why do I have to play her? And really, do I have to see everyone's underwear? Like, here I just said panty shots. Hooray. But it was a joke. Go with me. So I really didn't think I was going to enjoy it. But she grew on me a lot, and it was nice to play this sort of soft-spoken, really quiet character, but then she stands up for her friends and the things that matter most to her, and she ends up she's really one of the most powerful characters, but she kind of hides it. But that was cool, and I don't want to give spoilers away for people who haven't seen it, but there's some alternate parts of her personality that I also got to play and kind of double up on the voice. And it's really neat. So by the end, I liked it. And then when I took it home and actually watched the whole thing and got to hear everyone else's performances, everybody just turned in excellent, excellent work. And I think that it's a beautiful little show.
Cool. Now, video gaming. Yeah, I know. You, tell us about Cammy.
Well, what would you like to know exactly?
Well, just tell me about her in Street Fighter 4.
She sort of wears like a green leotard, but there's nothing in the back. So butt cheeks are hanging out. There's that. Also, combat boots, some
Always
like
hot.
camouflage paint on the legs, 2 blonde braids, right,
Okay.
for whipping people in the face with. There's that, and she gets to yell things like cannon spike and stuff like that. No, I loved it. I loved being a part of Street Fighter 4. Like, I couldn't believe that I got it. I never ever thought that I would. Like, I remember when we auditioned for it, it was all very top secret. The director couldn't even tell me that that's the producer, that's what I was auditioning for. It did not say Street Fighter 4 on it. It was just like fighting game, right?
Wow.
And the name, it didn't even say Cammy. It said by the book British female fighter. And I got her lines. I'm like, these seem familiar. And then I got a picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Street Fighter 4. Because we all knew that it existed, right? Like in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's got to make it. I couldn't believe it. And that I got to audition for her and Chun-Li and Sakura. And then I thought, if I had a chance for anybody, I thought maybe Sakura, because she's like hyper and perky, and used to be that's what people always would cast me as.
Yeah.
And Chun-Li, I was far too intimidated. I don't even think I did a good job. And then Cammy was the one that I was like the most interested in, but I knew the market where the game was being made, they had real British people. So why would they cast me, right? So I just did the best that I could, and then when it turned out the Japanese picked me, I was like, oh, wow.
Talk about a huge compliment there.
Yeah, well, I guess, what do they know about British accents? But so it could be.
No. Apparently you sound good enough at it.
Well, thank you. So, I loved it. It was a blast, and I love being a part of such a, like, part of this big gaming dynasty. I mean, it's a big deal. And everybody knows Street Fighter, and it's one of the best games to come out, in my opinion. I played it. It's freaking hard, but it looks gorgeous, and Street Fighter, a new one, hadn't come out in 10 years, so it was really cool to be a part of that. Yeah.
Projects that you're currently working on or upcoming projects that you can tell us about.
Can I? I'm directing a show that's really awesome. Oh, coming out this Tuesday. One is a show called Heroic Age that I starred in. I played Dianela, and it's a beautiful show, loosely based around Hercules and the 12 Labors, but they're giant mechs, and it's like a big epic space opera, and it's beautifully animated and fantastic music, and it comes out, you can buy episodes 1 through 13 in one volume on Tuesday. And then another show that I directed called Murder Princess. It's only 6 episodes. It also comes out on Tuesday. So those are 2 things I'm pretty excited about.
Now, how is Chicago treating you, my dear?
It's pretty good so far. I've been pretty busy today, a couple panels. After this, I think I go to like 4 or 5 panels in a row. It's my busiest day is today. So
You took the time out to come see us.
Thank
you.
You're welcome. I'm like, well, let's just pack the day.
Get it
done.
Get it in
Get
and over with so you can enjoy the rest of the con, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Now, I think that's about it.
All right. Awesome.
It's been great talking with you. I'm
nice
so
to
glad
talk with you too.
to see you.
Always nice to see you. Always.
Fun and everything, and we'll see you guys later.